happy to see the sun. Had 5 days of rain in Seattle.
That happens out there. They don't see it much.
Nope.
I'm good whenever you guys are.
How spring ball changed over the years, considering the transfer portal, the different number of new players that you have on a roster as opposed to back in the day when it was people that you knew?
I think it's completely changed because we're in the basis of putting a team together year by year now. Mm-hmm. And I think that is a completely different mindset, and we've adjusted the off season because of that. We've spent a lot of time getting to know each other, coaches and players. We got 13 new staff members and 20-something transfers. But we've spent a lot of time just preparing our guys and understanding what they need to do in our new systems. And so I'm really proud of our football team and our coaches. We're further ahead than any team we've ever had. And it's because of the preparation of our coaches.
Spring's always been about teaching. It takes on more of an added emphasis when you're putting in a new defense. You have, because Tyson doesn't only have to teach a defense to the players, it's his new staff. Things like that.
I've just been so impressed with our coaching staff. We have very experienced coaches. Obviously, Tyson has been a longtime coordinator at several schools. But we also have John Jancic, who's been a former coordinator, and Grant Chestnut, who's been a coordinator on offense. And so that type of experience really bleeds over to the rest of your staff. And so we want to use all that knowledge to help us be as good as we could possibly be.
Yeah. In your offensive line room, obviously, you guys leaned on Jacob to be that leader. Tanner talked last year about how he was trying to watch Jacob, emulate him. Is he a guy that you can see take over that Jacob role and keep that unit cohesive?
Every year in college football, you have new leaders emerge. And so really proud of Tanner Morley and Aaron Karras.
Yeah.
You know, those two kids have played the most football for us and really stepped up in that O-line leadership. And we have high standards in that room. And so it's their job to make sure the rest of that group is sticking up with those standards.
Looks like you kind of just some different practice steps and stuff. Kind of what are your goals? What are you trying to, I guess, help it improve with practice? Setup?
We've got different rules. I mean, the rules have changed on us. In the last year, they're allowing analysts to coach. And so what it allows us to do is break up and two-spot a lot of our drills. So we're two-spotting Skelly, we're two-spotting team. And we're getting a lot more reps. And so it's just a lot more individual coaching that the players get. I think we'll see a faster acceleration of their development. And I just think, and we won't have to be on the field as long. So there's a lot of positives to it.
Is that a way to kind of help build depth when, like you say, you have so many new players that kind of accelerates depth building?
And it's a big spring for our younger players. You know, guys like Jackson Brousseau and Darius Curry, we're trying to give them as many reps as possible, along with our young defensive players. So young receivers, same way. So just allows everybody to improve and get better.
What are kind of the priorities you have going into these next few weeks?
Just developing those new playmakers. You lose a great player like a Torrey Horton, and you're looking for guys to step up into those shoes. Same thing defensively. You know, we lost some pretty good players, but I'm really impressed with the talent we have. I think we run and cover better in the back end. I think that's really going to generate a lot more opportunities for us to take balls away. And so I'm excited about the talent we have on this team and excited to see them grow together.
What's the next jump you guys need to make?
You know, we have a goal every year to improve. And so, I thought we did a lot last year and won 8 games. So what do we want to do better? We want to win 9 or 10. I mean, it's really that simple. We want to advance to the championship game. We've been here a couple of years, and now, the goal is the championship game. We'd love to host it here in Canvas. We'd love to play it and win it.
Kind of on that note, Braden obviously now super veteran guy. Kind of what was his offseason like? How do you view him coming into this spring?
I'm really, really proud. We made some adjustments with Braden. Chase Holbrook is going to coach quarterbacks now. Matt's going to kind of oversee the passing game. And then we brought Carson Strong in. And I love the way that we're all tag teaming Braden and really challenging his preparation. I think when you're a young player, you're used to doing things on talent. But then you understand how difficult this game is, especially at quarterback. and you really have to prepare at a high level. And I think Braden's really understanding that.
You do like competition at every position. So you've mentioned your young quarterbacks behind him. Is there actually, does he feel a push
Yeah.
from Jackson, from Darius?
Yeah, I think Braden needs to understand that those guys are getting better and that he's got to improve. And so all those guys will get their opportunities, and we have to develop all our quarterbacks. You know, it's just in this day and age, guys get hurt, and I like our guys. I think they've shown a lot of improvement every day we've been on the field, and it's going to be a big 5 weeks for them.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.